Most people don't have a money problem, they have a system problem. Because if money doesn't have direction, it disappears. So in this video, I'm going to break down a simple system, one that actually works, and why most people never build it. In the last video, the idea was simple. Most people treat money reactively or emotionally. They make it, spend it, and deal with whatever's left. But the approach keeps you in the same cycle, because without structure, your money just follows your habits. And habits, especially spending habits, are usually inconsistent. The real issue isn't income. There are people making $40,000 a year who are stable, and people making $100,000 who are consistently behind. The difference isn't how much money comes in, it's what happens to it after. And for most people, there's no system in place. So every month becomes unpredictable. Some months you save, some months you don't. Some months you invest, some months you skip it. And over time, that inconsistently adds up. I know for me, over the years, I've definitely been inconsistent with it. When I first got my first job out of college, I would just save my money in a bank account. But then I would always lose it. I'd always gamble it away, or I would spend it on things that, looking back now, were worthless and stupid. I'd spend it on things like vapes. If I had all the money that I spent on vapes and had invested it into the stock market, life would be so different. But here I am in my 20s, broke, and I'm gonna make a difference now, before it's too late. So what I'm doing to do that and make those changes is involving a system. A system solves all the problems by removing the randomness of spending. Instead of deciding what to do with your money every month, the decision is already made. Every dollar that comes in has a job. Each dollar that you have is an employee for you, working for you to make more. And the simplest way to structure that is by splitting your money into 4 categories: investing, saving, spending, and your expenses. The investing category is what builds wealth long term. This is money that gets put into assets, things that can grow over time, compounding over time. And the biggest mistake people make here is trying to be too aggressive or too inconsistent. People invest randomly, they try to time the market, or they only invest when they feel like it. But the reality is consistency matters more than timing. Even small amounts invested regularly will outperform large amounts of money invested sporadically, because time in the market beats timing the market, and that's what actually creates growth. The savings category is what creates stability. This is the part most people ignore until something goes wrong. And something always goes wrong: car issues, medical bills, unexpected expenses. Without savings, those situations don't just cost money. They set you back, they force you to use credit or pull money out of investments. I know I've fallen into that trap. Now my savings is in a high yield savings account, just in case anytime something like that happens. I have about $5,000 in my high yield savings account, which may not seem like much, but it's a good starting point for me. So saving isn't just about just in case, it's about making sure progress doesn't get reversed. The spending and expenses category is where most problems can happen as well. Not because spending is bad, just because it's uncontrolled. Without limits, spending expands to match income. You make more, you spend more, and nothing actually changes. A system fixes that by setting boundaries. You still spend, but you spend what's allocated, nothing more. Things like your expenses, your car, your subscriptions, food, groceries, gas, rent, and then a little lifestyle money. That's what keeps your lifestyle from growing faster than your income. And something that I found that helps me with this is keeping everything automated. The key to making all of this work is automation, because if your system depends on discipline, it eventually will fail. But if your money is automatically split the moment it comes in, investing happens, saving happens, spending is controlled without you needing to think about it. That's when consistency becomes effortless. Most people don't need complex strategies. They need a simple system that they actually follow, because once your money has structure, progress stops being random and starts becoming predictable. So let me break it down a little bit easier for you, what I'm doing now, because I feel like at the age of 26, I'm starting my life over. I just got a corporate job back in December. I make $70,000 a year. I've been interested in finance for the past 4 years. So what I'm doing now is each paycheck, for all my daily spending, everything goes on my credit card. So then I focus on paying that off. That's the first thing that goes. I'll just pay off my credit card just because it helps me deal with the mental stress of thinking about it. And then I also have a car payment, so that's automatic. It just takes it out of my checking account. I always keep about $1,000 buffer in my checking account, just in case, because you never know when you might just need that liquidity. And then same with my subscriptions, something like my gym membership, my Xbox Game Pass, Spotify, Netflix, all those are automated to automatically come out of my checking. I dedicate some into a high yield savings account, and I already have about $5,000 in there, and then I'll allocate some to my brokerage account, which I have about $4,000 in there, and then I'll invest it into stocks like VSUX, and then I have a couple gamble plays because I still like it. Like, that's just me. Not just like penny stocks, they're lower market cap options that I choose, just because I still like to have fun, and I'm able to right now. I think the most important thing is to actually have a system and be able to balance the things that you know you enjoy and things that'll keep you continuing your system. And right now, I'm lucky enough to be living with my parents, and they don't make me pay any rent. I'm 26 years old, so I do feel like a loser, but I feel like it's going to help me in the long run. And I'm here to be transparent with you guys. I don't want to just lie to you and tell you that I'm doing great, but I'm fortunate to have that because some people don't. And then I also have my company match, my 401k, which I just switched over to 6%, and they match 50% up to 3%. And the first 3% is 100% match. So I just upgraded that. My paycheck will be a little less, but that's all right. I'm getting free money, and it's going to compound over time. And then after that, I'm going to start investing into a Roth IRA. And I think that's a big cheat code for a lot of people that are in their 20s looking to be financially successful. And then last, but certainly not least, I invest about $15 to $16 every paycheck towards an HSA, or a health savings account. I can make a whole video on that, but I think it's very useful, especially if you're young. It'll help you in the long run once you get older. So mainly what I want to do with this page is just bring you guys along my journey. I already have a good foundation. I just got to keep on with my system, and I'm going to show you guys throughout my YouTube journey how it's all going to impact in the long run. And hopefully these videos that you might find later down the line will help you realize what can happen within the next 2-3 years. If you just stay consistent, follow your system, and keep your expenses low, live within your means. If you have an opportunity to live with your parents, go ahead and do it. Who cares what people think? That's why my name is impersonal. Strictly on what is best for you in your life. I don't care what people think about me right now. Yeah, maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm dumb, maybe I'm a loser, but at the end of the day, I know where I'm going to be in the next 2-3 years, and it's going to be a lot better than where I'm at now. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.